Another Friday and another JoeLumb movie review. I'm JoeLumb. 4 months ago, I reviewed the 2002 superhero film Spider-Man. Today, I review the sequel, Spider-Man 2. As always, when you're done watching this video, feel free to check out my movie review playlist. The link is on the top corner at the beginning of this video. And at the end of this video, you will see a link to my previous movie review on the top left corner. Please subscribe to my channel, smash the like button, share this video if you want to, and click on the notification bell. When you see a new video, you can just check it out yourself. Spider-Man 2 is a 2004 American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character of Spider-Man. The movie is directed by Sam Raimi and written by Alvin Sargent from a story conceived by Michael Chabon and the writing duo of Alfred Gough and Miles Miller. Spider-Man 2 was produced by Columbia Pictures in association with Marvel Enterprises 4 or 5 years before Marvel Studios was put together, and Laura Ziskin Productions. This film is the second installment of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, which stars Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker / Spider-Man, alongside Kirsten Dunst, James Franco, Alfred Molina, and Rosemary Harris. In the film, Spider-Man fights to stop a madman, Dr. Otto Octavius, aka Dr. Octopus, from recreating a dangerous experiment while also dealing with personal crisis. Immediately after the first film wrapped up production, director Sam Raimi signed on to direct the sequel. Sony hired Smallville alumni Alfred Gough and Miles Miller to write a script for the film, as Raimi, producer Laura Ziskin, and star Tobey Maguire all loved Smallville. On May 8, 2002, following Spider-Man's record-breaking $115 million opening weekend, Sony Pictures announced a sequel for 2004. The film was given a $200 million budget and aimed for a May 2004 release. While sifting through the drafts from Gough, Miller, David Koepp, and Michael Chabon, Sam Raimi handpicked Chabon's draft. And I'm not sure what the details of the story, but it involved Peter Parker's conflicting life as being a college student one minute, having feelings for Mary Jane the next, and a minute after that, him fighting crime as everybody's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Principal photography began in New York City on April of 2003 and in Los Angeles, California as well. Reshoots took place later that year and concluded in February of 2004. It's been 2 years since the first film. Peter Parker struggles professionally and personally because of his commitments as Spider-Man. He juggles multiple jobs and faces overdue rent and schoolwork as his Aunt May is being evicted. Daily Bugle's J. Jonah Jameson slanders Spidey in the paper. His best bud Harry Osborn blames Spider-Man for his father's death and resents Peter for not revealing his identity. To protect her from his foes, Peter distances himself from Mary Jane Watson. Despite their unspoken romantic feelings, she then agrees to marry the boss's son, John. Harry uses Oscorp to fund the development of a fusion power machine by a nuclear scientist named Otto Octavius, who befriends and mentors Peter. During a demonstration, he wears a harness with 4 powerful mechanical tentacles controlled by artificial intelligence, but the fusion reaction goes haywire, killing his wife from the power surges just as Peter attempted to cut the power off. Octavius is taken to the hospital where doctors attempted to surgically remove the harness, but the tentacles came to life, a mind of their own. He soon flees to a decrepit harbor warehouse where the tentacles corrupt his mind and convinces him to rebuild the machine at all costs. Now going by Dr. Octopus, he robs a bank to fund his plan and takes Aunt May hostage, but Peter rescues her. Peter soon becomes overwhelmed by stress, exhaustion, and his conflict between wanting a normal life and his responsibilities as the wall-crawling, web-slinging Spider-Man. For a time, he gives up being Spider-Man and embraces civilian life. He excels in class and even got to see Mary Jane perform in an off-Broadway play. Peter also confesses to his aunt about his Uncle Ben's passing and how it was his fault, but Aunt May forgave him. Despite his lost powers, Peter managed to save a child from a burning building, but another person dies. He believed he could have saved 2 lives as Spider-Man, but Peter came to the conclusion that his duties as Spider-Man outweighed his personal happiness. Later in the film, Dr. Octopus finished his enhanced machine and he confronts Harry, demanding the rare isotope tritium to fuel it. He agrees in exchange for Dr. Octopus bringing him Spider-Man, even going so far as to have him use Peter to find him. Soon, Mary Jane and Peter meet up where Dr. Octopus ambushed the pair and kidnaps Mary Jane to coerce Peter into finding Spider-Man. This led to Peter's powers returning, as does Spider-Man. He fights Dr. Octopus atop of an NYC subway train. Doc Ock sabotages the train, forcing Peter to use all his power to stop the runaway vehicle from plunging into the harbor. Despite the efforts of passengers protecting him, Dr. Octopus takes a weakened Spider-Man and delivers him to Harry, who unmasks him, revealing it was Peter all along. Peter soon persuades Harry to help him save Mary Jane, leading him to Doc Ock's lair, where the larger reaction destabilizes again, and Peter unmasks himself to convince the Doctor to resist his tentacles, influence, and help him. He soon sacrifices himself and drowns the machine in the bay. He soon rescues Mary Jane, who now knows the secret, admitting while he loves her, he still can't be with her. Meanwhile, Harry sees a vision of his dad in the mirror, demanding vengeance, but he shatters the mirror, refusing to hurt Peter, revealing a storeroom of his father's Green Goblin equipment. At the end of the film, on her wedding day, Mary Jane abandons the ceremony and runs to Peter's apartment, telling him straight up her choice was to be with him and nobody else, despite the risks. Their kiss was soon interrupted by police sirens, and Mary Jane encourages Peter to be the hero, Spider-Man! Spider-Man 2 premiered at the Man Village Theater in LA on June 25th, 2004. It was soon released in theaters and IMAX 5 days later, getting acclaim from critics praising the emotional weight and visual effects, as well as the performances of Tobey Maguire and Alfred Molina, along with the direction of Sam Raimi for the film, grossing close to $800 million worldwide, making it the 3rd highest grossing film of the year. It was selected by the American Film Institute as one of the top 10 films of 2004. The overall rating for this film is a 9 out of 10. The storytelling throughout this film, I always believed, should be dissected into 3 parts: the beginning, the middle, and an end, with Act 1 about Peter's struggles from his multiple jobs and schoolwork at college, while still fighting crime as Spider-Man. Act 2 was the rise of Dr. Octopus and Peter's conflicting and confusing situation as he contemplated giving up being Spider-Man. And then Act 3, when Dr. Octopus had kidnapped Mary Jane, Spider-Man comes to the rescue, where his secret is out now, that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and the ending where Mary Jane didn't give a damn about the risk. Her choice was to be in love with Peter and nobody else. Spider-Man 2 is widely regarded as one of the greatest superhero films ever made, and served as a blueprint for future superhero movies. I totally agree, 110%.